Welcome to this video about the professional product created to improve business processes at X Hotel's hotel revenue management company. In order to provide context to why this product was created and which underlying issues it's trying to solve, I would like to provide some background information on X Hotels and how services are delivered on a daily basis. X Hotels is a hotel revenue management company which offers a wide range of management consulting services to hospitality-related companies. With their head office situated in Barcelona, Spain, the company manages hotels remotely on a global scale. The international portfolio extends from small boutique hotels to luxury resorts. As an example to the diversity of the portfolio, I would like to provide some examples of different hotel types that we manage. X Hotels manages 3-star hotels with less than 10 rooms, luxury boutique hotels with less than 30 rooms, or luxury 5-star beach hotels with more than 150 rooms, and also luxury resorts from international brands. These examples clearly show the complexity of the market in which X Hotels operates in. The small differences between all of the hotels often make for a complex and time-consuming process to analyze and understand the hotels before a strategy can be created and implemented. Additionally, as we work remotely, more limitations are introduced by the inability to scrutinize the hotel's data. This leads us to analyze exactly which thresholds we might come across at X Hotels, and how it is easy to understand where operational hurdles originate from, leading to undesirable performance gaps. The success of any revenue management strategy strongly depends on the level of knowledge about the property and the market it operates in. In case of large hospitality management companies, this principle is largely followed by having standardized hotel concepts, which mainly follow consistent patterns in terms of choice of location and appearance. Generally, such companies choose to cluster multiple hotels in leading areas, such as capitals, to gain more market share. This allows for gathering higher levels of market data by revenue managers. Having these benefits allows for superior awareness of the hotel you're managing, and makes it more accessible to create more uniform analytical output. One of the challenges at X Hotels is to break through the aforementioned barriers in order to fully grasp the hotel status quo and effectively communicate this to every stakeholder, especially when entering as a new player in the market. This leads us to the outline of the product and the issues it will be addressing. X Hotels' business relies on acquisition of new properties to expand and counterbalance the potential loss of clients which have finished their contract. All the time, the company is adding new clients, which leaves employees with vast amount of new data about the property and the market to analyze. New clients, on the other hand, directly expect results. For this reason, it's important to make every step in the acquisition process as smooth as possible and allow revenue managers to access the data effectively. The product will allow a manager of a new project to access all the required data and provide a step-by-step plan to fulfill the necessary actions to a successful project. The database will include market data, SOPs, promotion plan, contact information, and on the books and historical data, and the tools to analyze the available information. The product will be accessible to all revenue managers located in the same district and will have the authority to update the data at either predetermined intervals or on an ad hoc basis, with cost efficiency and feasibility as the most important factor. In order to fully understand the dimensions of the problem and gain support from management, it is key that the required steps to producing the final product are thoroughly analyzed. Hereby, the feasibility of each element is at the foundation of the decision-making process to ensure every revenue manager is able to achieve the desirable final product according to the previously set parameters. For this project, the choice is made to use the gap analysis, as it allows to clearly define the current performance and what potentially can be achieved once the product is implemented. Within the analysis, the measurements of time and productivity can be set to predetermined acceptable parameters to allow for clearly tracking the progress. By using a problem-specific approach such as the gap analysis, we can first assess where the underlying problems originate from and evaluate their relevance accordingly. The general area that we're focusing on today is related to the improvement of business processes. Due to the rapid development of hotels, it's important to actively seek for process improvement. When opening new hotels, it's important that everything is set up as soon as possible due to the cost involved during the opening phase. Steps needed to search for contacts and other information about the city is currently very time consuming. In the next slides, we will determine the targets and the required steps to finalize the product. Professional product includes a template which could help revenue managers at hotels to adapt more quickly to the situation of a particular city. More specifically, when Hotels acquires a new client situated in the same geographical location. The template essentially comprises of previously gained data and knowledge about the area, market behavior, and a summary of valuable contacts in the region, such as OTAs and potential partners, to kickstart the new project. This optimizes the process and increases the competitiveness of hotels by improving the acquisition rate of new hotels. It can lead to becoming a more competitive market player. This in turn also assists in profit maximization and improving of the scalability and by standardizing the processes. The solution would replace the otherwise time-consuming efforts of going to different revenue managers to collect the required information. This ensures that employees are more satisfied and work more efficiently. This could in turn lower the turnover rates. Elaborating further on the last topic, the analysis shows that employees can be more satisfied when decluttering working schedules and offering a more goal-oriented approach. The bridge to this gap is the action plan, which we will discuss further. The product will act as a rich source of data designed to improve the efficiency in which employees handle a new opening. As discussed before, it is easy to miss details in a large project such as a hotel opening. The action plan assists in creating an overview of all tasks ahead and data available to the revenue manager. When implemented, it will speed up the process of switching between looking for the right data, and instead, employees can focus on completing every single step in the process more quickly and efficiently. Next, we discuss the important steps towards a successful implementation. For an innovative solution to be recognized by employees, it is important that it is perceived as novel by them and of added value. Therefore, one of the key points highlighted in this section is emphasizing on the product's qualities and benefits to improve adoption rates. Additionally, importance is placed on facing employees with the new demands placed on them in terms of Exotel's continuous growth and how the possible consequences might affect them in their work. Another way of showing employees the value can be to focus on fully implementing the product for one team or employee successfully, whereby the benefits of using the product are actively shared throughout the firm. This has been displayed before when technology added value in instructing others, whereby the adoption rates were much higher due to the perceived value. The previously discussed steps are included in the model of 5 stages in the innovation decision process created by Rogers, which is currently shown on the screen. During the first steps of the implementation process, the knowledge level of the company is assessed. The following conditions should be met to increase the feasibility of the project according to Rogers. First of all, we discussed the previous practice. It is applicable in hotels as all employees are trained in a similar way and follow the same company standards and practical knowledge of the industry. Secondly, felt needs and problems. The need to save time is present for all employees since we all have to face last-minute challenges, which we have to take care of directly. This could prevent us from either finishing other high-priority tasks or communicating the problem that this product is trying to solve. Thirdly, innovativeness. The product has not been used before in the company, which can make it more impactful. Fourth, norms of the social systems. The product can assist in making the communication more effectively. This in turn could assist in making the social system of the company more dynamic. Even if the above-mentioned points are validated, the new knowledge, education, and practice should provide not only a how-to experience but also know why experience. According to Seaman, this will help employees understand the true value of the implementation, whereby any doubts or pre-assumptions can be eliminated. The model describes this as the persuasion phase, where any negative or positive attitude toward the innovation are tackled. During the persuasion stage, it is known that the perception of a product is heavily influenced by the opinion of colleagues. The beliefs of all employees about the innovation of the company can therefore form a boundary between the acceptance or rejection based on how it is perceived by your peers. As the strongest influence comes from close colleagues, it is important to make sure that the product is fully understood and thoroughly discussed to prevent any negative reinforcement within the team. For this reason, the best approach is to implement the product in a direct and team-oriented fashion, where information is shared and feedback can be openly discussed. During the decision stage, the employees will either choose to adopt or reject the product as discussed by Rogers in his adapter categorization on the basis of innovativeness model. He discusses that it will be more likely for an implementation to be adopted when given a trial basis. For this reason, the product will be first implemented in one of the teams at X Hotels, which works closely together in one specific region and have new hotels in the pipeline, and also are under the guidance of a director for supervision. Choosing for this team allows for more direct communication and feedback on the product, leading to a higher development rate and possibly an earlier adoption period. The product can be tested for the hotels in real time, and results can be measured versus previous openings of the team. Afterwards, the team can provide detailed feedback on how they feel it has helped them in the process and if they've noticed any benefits in the speed of completing tasks. Adjustment can be made accordingly once the data is returned, and the final product can afterwards be optimized to meet the requirements of other teams. Lastly, we arrive at the implementation stage. During this phase, the product will be put into practice. However, there will still be uncertainty involved in diffusion, which still can be a problem at this stage and lead to slower adoption rate or even rejection of the product. To assist during this process, the person in charge of implementation can be someone highly respected in the company and can advocate the idea. Thereby, employees might feel more comfortable with accepting the product and subsequently see the benefits more quickly. Another important step during this process is to allow everyone to provide feedback, which might lead to the reinvention of the product, which in turn can make the final result better. Hereby, it is essential to report any changes made to the product to maintain its uniformity throughout the company. At this last stage, the confirmation of the product will be based on all the feedback received. It is important to evaluate the comments and conclude if the template is ready to be implemented. If the product is not fully optimized, it might lead to slower adoption rate, as can be seen in the model as well. The possibility to revise the product before re-implementation is favorable in this case. The template would mainly have implications in the overall speed of adapting the strategy for a specific hotel to the market it is going to operate in. The following template enables the revenue manager in charge to quickly assess the available data using the guidance of previously curated data relevant to his property and summarized in this product. As a result, time can be saved by circumnavigating the process of acquiring basic yet crucial information to the project's success. The template offers a cost and time-effective method, speeding up the series of actions required to finalize the initial steps to set up a new hotel. Furthermore, besides reducing the time taken by data searching, it is worth noting that interruptive interactions are cut short, which is beneficial to communication and reduces suspended progression. The possible benefits derived from introducing this solution could help the company improve processes related to managing new properties in various areas. When looking at the cost related to creating the template, it is notably less than the estimated cost saved by the implementation of this product.
To conclude, the benefit of having to spend less time on communicating the details of cities when setting up new properties is both beneficial to employees at X Hotels as well as the overall performance of the company. The feasibility and potential benefits of the product have assisted in receiving the grade, which has been assigned by my supervisor, Alberto Sanz. My goal during the creation of this report was to emphasize on making the features of the product as feasible as possible, and specify it to X Hotels as much as possible as well. Furthermore, during my internship, I have pushed myself to grow rapidly in the company and aim for a revenue management position after my internship. I have achieved my goal, and my efforts at work have clearly been reflected in the grade.
This concludes the video, and please find more information written in the paper separately attached to this assignment. Thank you for your time.